Alright, Drew's Farming Life fans, what's the crack, what's happening, what's everyone up to at home and away if you are? Who knows, you might be working for somebody else. How are you all getting on? Thank you all very much for your support towards my channel. It is all greatly appreciated. Thank you all for coming back and watching me every time I put a video up. You're some bunch. So, I'm back again today on the plough. This last week I had the slurry tanker on and I was carting it away up onto the kind of moory ground away from the farm, and that was to go on to the grazing ground because we're trying to cut back fert, of course. So that's what I was up to when it was wet, it got wetter, and then decided, right, we'll just do that. So Dad's actually got the seeder going, Mum's been rolling, she's actually up here now, rolling. I'm in third last field, but I'm getting across it. The fence line's just there. Got all that done yesterday, right across, got the wee field at the bottom to do, and then lastly I have got a wee grass field to do just across the road from here. But I know there's a couple of drainage sorted before that gets sown. We've also been trying to spread slurry on the ploughing. That didn't go well. Spreading it with umbilical on the ploughing just to try and save on fert as well, but that didn't go too well, so we stopped doing that. So I've tried a wee half field. Down the road there's half a field of winter barley and the other half has been sown for spring barley, so I spread it with a slurry tanker. I was a wee bit worried about the compaction, but it actually looks like it's went on not too bad. So next job for down the road for the fields is get the stains lifted and then Cambridge roll, of course, end of field. So once all that's done, Cambridge roll it, and we can only see what happens from there on out. So, aye, been busy with all of that. Slurry. Now I'm back to my plough, so I've not actually got that much left to do, but it's annoying that I could have been done, but there's nothing we can do about it. You got to keep going with what you can do, and you've got to keep going with what can be done at that present moment in time. So just decided to get some slurry on the grazing ground so that it'll go into the ground, and then eventually when the time comes, the cattle are able to go out and there's not going to be any slurry there. So because we don't have a dribble bar, I dare say that'll be something to look at in the future, but not at the moment. Everything costs money, you see. Just like 5 for a ploughs. But aye, Dad's sowing, so he's... I think you've seen the seagulls already. So Dad's sowing at the moment down the road. He's done, say he's done about 40 acre, something like that. So he's pretty pleased with that. Fair sending on, so the sowing machine's going well. The wee box that we got with the drill last year, it didn't count the hectares, it didn't know the speed, so we sent the box away to get fixed, and now he's sowing and it's counting that up. Which is brilliant, because you calibrate the seeder for what you turn the wheel and then do the calculations and get your calibration for what you want to put on per acre of barley, and then you just want to make sure it's right, and this thing tells you how many hectares you've done as you're going, and it wasn't working, but now it is, and Dad, it seems to be more, he's finding it easier to work out how well the barley's going in, because it's telling them how many hectares he's done. So that's a easy way to know how many. That's an easy way to know whether or not your calibrations are right, so he's fair pleased with that. Updating the 7030's brain. The 7030's brain isn't working, it is gubbed, so unfortunately we need to get a new one. Not cheap, but what can you do about it? That's just the way it is. So. Right, so anyway, that's what's happening on my farm at the moment. Yeah, busy, and this field here, I'm trying to make a good job of it because it is going into grass next year, I believe. And there's another field down the road going into grass, so it should be about 30 acres in total going into grass. Is that right? Aye, should be about 30 acre going into grass this year coming, so. Bro. Keep the grass coming for the coos. Right now I'm just going to do this heat rig here. Doing this heat rig here now because it gets longer just there past this garden here. Then I'll do this one here as well and sort all this out, and then I can keep going. So yeah, it's another beautiful day here in Scotland as well. Loving it, loving it. None better than a bit of sun. Billy Connolly says when the as Billy Connolly used to say, when the sun comes out in Scotland, the Scottish folk go from the colour blue to white. That's what we do. It's no wrong. Ins and outs don't look too bad. Currently ploughing it the wrong way to try and make it a bit smoother, considering it's going back into grass. You'll see what I mean when I turn around. Pretty sure most of you have seen that before. I've actually got the camera hanging off the windscreen visor, you know, the thing for the sun, the wee bit that you pull down with your fingers. Unavoidable driving on the ploughing, don't like doing it, but as I said, unavoidable. Right, so that's what I meant by turning it over the wrong way. So that just means I get a nice, even, level bit right in it against the ploughing. Especially since it's going back into grass. So we'll get under sowing. So once the barley's in, Dad will come up here with the grass harrow box and scratch it in, of course, and hopefully we get a good crop of grass for next year. Yeah, this is what I mean. Just pushes it in nicely. The wee dip there on the right, the left, sorry, that's actually from the land wheel pressing in, so unavoidable there. and a wee bit of straw coming to the top, unfortunately, but that's to be expected on headlands. It's not easy. Hey, so they nearly finished that field up the top there, just the heat rigs and stuff to do, a few up and downs at the sides. So I thought I'd start on the next field here. This is second last field. Tree line there, ploughing away just nicely. So into the night we go. However, I will probably cut this. I'll probably cut tonight short because I'm milking in the morning. So, and I was milking this morning, so I'd quite like to get a little bit of sleep before having to milk again. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. That's basically what's been happening on the farm. I'll hopefully get a video of sewing up soon. Whether I get a shot at it or not, I'm not sure. Hopefully I do. Fair enjoyed my shot at it last year. So alright, cheers guys, I'll see you all next time.